Hello and welcome back. I don't know where I'm going to put this. My Rumble videos don't look like they're looked at either. Eventually I might be found over there. I don't know. But let's get into it. What I want to go over today is a song. When I was in school, in elementary school, we did the patriotic songs. We did a love. They would pick some, and they were pretty much they're in our hymnals. We would sing a song. We would, by the end of the year, we had it memorized. We would do the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. We were kids, and if you want to call that propaganda, so be it. I don't find it. It's too obvious to be propaganda. It's teaching love of where you live. If you don't love where you live, you need to look deep within yourself. Anyway, I'm going to work, and it is 30 something degrees outside, and I've got the windows down, and I'm kind of blasting my video game music, and it's like this arrangement of Go-Go Raccoon Mario, and it's like da 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 ba da 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 da, and it's a real saxophone, playing it, the music from Mario 3, I think. Ba da da ba da ba da ba da da ba da 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 ba da ba bum dun dun ba da da bum, and it's pretty cool. Very. It's a jazz arrangement of it, really. And I was jamming to it, and I looked over, and this man was at the courthouse, and I didn't see the flag, but he was at the flagpole, and I'm at the red light, and I'm blaring my music. I'm blaring Go-Go Mario, Go-Go Raccoon, or whatever, and I go to my phone, and I just find the quickest thing I could, and I go to having an America playlist. I've got a Castlevania playlist, video game playlist, anime and video game playlist, a playlist for just Jimmy Buffett, or a playlist for just Joe Satriani. Stuff for rock music, stuff that used to be only heard on the radio, a Christian playlist, etc., etc. Now I went to my American playlist, which is just a ragtag of whatever's in my phone. A few old marches, and included in there is the album Mannheim Steamroller did, and it said America the Beautiful. Boom, there we go. And so the man, I'm still at this red light with my windows down. It's 34 degrees outside, so he's got to be colder than I am. And he starts slowly raising the flag and getting it up there, and I'm blasting America the Beautiful. And I'm just almost in tears, because not only is he taking his time to do that in the freezing cold, and a lot of these old do that for all over the place early in the morning, in case you haven't noticed. Before you make it to work, if those flags are out, they normally will bring them down at the end of the day, almost every day, and then put them up in the first thing in the morning every morning. It is a ritual, and it's a sign that we love our country. We may come from a tragic background, but we have defeated slavery. We have defeated suffrage for everybody to be able to vote. We have defeated this and defeated that. The good should outweigh the evil, because we're still here. And we have too many people that have the mentality of a cup half empty as opposed to a cup half full, that are bringing us down. And they're not even the majority. And this may be the Mannheim Steamroller version of America the Beautiful, but yeah, in high school we used to play this in the band. We had a version of this, and it was just beautiful. And I, played the tuba part, and it would just make us get emotional, because we would all remember singing this in elementary school. along with all the other patriotic songs. And if you think patriotism is wrong, there's something wrong with you. O America, for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains' majesty above the fruited plain. We have farms everywhere. We gotta hold on to our farmers. And if things get worse, you may be growing some of your own stuff too. America, America. God shed his grace on thee, for God so loved the world. And crown thy good with brotherhood. That means every one of us, man and woman and child, from sea to shining sea, from border to border. Oh, beautiful for heroes proved in liberating strife, who more than self their country loved. It's past tense, isn't it? Did they foresee us coming to this point? Catherine, I think is her name, that did the lyrics. And mercy more than life. Let's read that all the way through as one sentence. Oh, beautiful for heroes proved in liberating strife, who more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life. America, America. May God thy gold refine, till all success be nobleness, and every gain divine. Oh, beautiful for patriots' dream that sees beyond the years, thine alabaster cities gleam undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crowned thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. You want inclusivity? This is it. This includes all of us. It always has and always will. It includes God also. It includes his grace and Jesus' suffering. It includes our suffering. It includes us looking to the good, not the bad. If you are trying to tear this country down, if you want to bring strife among the races, you are not working for the country. You are working for somebody else that is undermining this country. And the world, I might add, because it puts us in a bad light on the global stage. Thank you for listening. Because if you live in a free country that allows you to buy, if you have the money, whatever car you want or need, or boat, or clothes, or food, to be able to have a job. Having a job is not a right. Having clothes is not a right. It's not a part of the Bill of Rights. But being able, I need to check that, to your right for happiness should not be at the expense of others. Whatever that happiness is. So you need to check your patriotism at the door. Because if you do not love this country, If you do not love your neighbor, if you do not love the administration, and if you're Christian, you love them anyway. And we can constantly pray for their safety, our safety, despite if they're dunderheads or not. That's key. That is also the key to Christianity, is loving your neighbor as yourself. A brotherhood. They want to take this music, they want to label it propaganda. Oh, let's put a label on it. Let's make it evil so we make sure that our kids don't know this stuff. Yeah. This has been going on since about the late 80s. Definitely since the 90s. Here's when it really set in for a lot of schools across our country. Not just taking God out of our schools, but taking love of country from our schools. That's dangerous. Look where it's gotten us today. If you don't love your country, if you aren't grateful for where you live, then why are you here? That's my question. We have plenty of people still trying to get to this country, legally and illegally. Think about that. Think about that before you decide to attack and destroy someone else's car, someone else's property, a courthouse, a government building with people in it. Then you have no love at all.